Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dig in.
Awesome. So today we're looking at a story, one of those classic fables that you probably heard when you were a kid.
Oh, I know the type.
The Ants and the Grasshopper, you know that one.
Of course. Who doesn't?
But you know what? I think there's a lot more to this story than meets the eye. Like when you really look at it, it's about so much more than just, working hard.
Oh, absolutely. It really gets you thinking.
So let's refresh our memories a bit, okay? The ants, right? They're always busy, busy, busy all summer long.
Stockpiling, preparing.
Exactly. Getting ready for winter, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the grasshopper.
Living it up.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just playing music, enjoying the sunshine, no worries at all.
Yeah, until winter hits.
Yeah. Winter comes along and the grasshopper's like, uh-oh.
Not looking so good for him then.
Nope, not at all. He's got no food, no shelter, and he goes crawling to the ants, begging for help.
And they basically tell him, tough luck, buddy.
Right. Which is, kind of harsh when you think about it.
Yeah, that's what always gets me about this story, Like, on the one hand, you can see the ants' point. They worked hard, they planned ahead.
Exactly.
And the grasshopper just messed around all summer.
Right. So it seems like, hey, you made your bed, now you lie in it, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But then there's this other part of me that thinks, come on, ants. Can't you spare a little something? Show a little compassion.
Right. It's not like he was doing anything wrong necessarily, just enjoying himself and maybe being a little bit
short-sighted.
Yeah, short-sighted.
And that's what I find so fascinating about this fable. It's not just a simple lesson about hard work. There's this whole ethical dilemma woven in.
Totally.
It makes you question, what's our responsibility to others, even if they haven't been as, responsible as we have?
It's a big question. Where do we draw the line? I mean, think about it, right? We see this all the time in real life.
Oh, absolutely. All the time.
Social safety nets, welfare programs, even just helping out a friend who's down on their luck.
Right. It's like this age-old question. Do we help those who haven't helped themselves?
And there's no easy answer.
Not at all. It really gets you thinking about your own values, doesn't it?
It really does. What would you do if you were in the ant's position, listener?
Yeah.
Would you turn away the grasshopper? Or try to help? It's something to really think about.
And, here's another thing that I think gets overlooked sometimes.
What's that?
The story doesn't actually say that playing music or having fun is bad.
Oh, that's an interesting point.
The grasshopper isn't like an evil character. He just maybe didn't think ahead.
He just liked to jam.
Exactly. And so maybe the real message here, or at least a message, is that we need both.
We need what?
We need the ant's hard work and the grasshopper's enjoyment of life.
Oh, I see what you mean, like a balance.
Exactly.
A balance.
That's so relevant, especially these days. Have you heard of that whole hustle culture thing?
It's all about working all the time. Right. Side hustles, always being on.
Always striving, yeah.
It's like we've all become these little ants, scurrying around, focused on productivity.
And maybe forgetting to actually live a little bit in the process.
Right. Where's the music? Where's the sunshine? Where's the, just enjoying the moment?
It's a good question to ask ourselves, I think. Are we so busy working that we're missing out on the joy of, just being?
Wow. So from this simple little story about ants and a grasshopper.
We've gone pretty deep, haven't we?
We have. We've talked about planning for the future. We've talked about our responsibilities to others.
Individual versus society.
Exactly. And now we're talking about work-life balance.
It's amazing what these old stories can teach us, isn't it, if we really listen?
It really is. They've got so much wisdom packed into them.
Absolutely. And to leave you with something to chew on, dear listener, imagine this. What if the ending was different? What if the ants decided to help the grasshopper, but they said, okay, we'll help you, but you've got to work with us to earn your keep?
Ooh, that's interesting.
How would that change things? Would it be a fair outcome? What does it say about our own ideas of second chances and compassion?
Wow, that's a lot to think about.
It is, but that's the beauty of these stories. They keep the conversation going long after we've finished reading them.
They really do. So listener, what do you think? We'd love to hear your take on all of this. Until next time.
Happy pondering.